Guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Intellectual Films, and today we're talking about the new update 1.9. So in this video, I'm going to tell you guys what I like about it and what I dislike about it. There's a lot to criticize here, so bear with me. We're going to start with time events. So they made some changes to time events now. You can only participate in the time events 3 times. There is a small window that you have to wait, small window period that you have to wait, about 10 minutes. Don't know why it even exists, but it's there. But the catch here is, and the caveat, is you get to decide to play the same mission multiple times if you so choose. I actually like this quite a bit because obviously it helps you farm for the resources that you need instead of just resources, just the plain resource that you're able to farm every single week. The one resource that I think the majority of people need is, of course, the willpower and energy. So it's kind of nice that we get to farm for that more so than anything else. You really can't use the other, at least not the red ones, until you get to at least level 56 anyway, and you have your abilities ranked to 7. So it's kind of nice that they've excluded this and not have us required to do this every single week, or rather every time that it's available throughout the week. So I kind of like this change, and of course the whole catch to this is playing it 3 times. I think that's absolutely fine. If you are in need of these willpower energies, you can get 15 per day on the day that it's available, and I'm assuming that the free-for-all during the weekend is still going to be available. There's no sign of it here. But again, one can guess to that it will return during the weekend. We just don't know yet. So time events, good job, great job. The only complaint that I have is the 10-minute waiting period after every completion. I think that's absolutely ridiculous and unnecessary, but I'm sure that in their mind it totally made sense. Which is absolutely no excuse, obviously. Next up, we have the Hero Challenge, which is just separating it from the time events. So it lets us know over a week in advance who the next character will be to farm. So I suppose we can prepare for that character, or prepare if we want to farm for that character or not. Of course, we have the Flash coming up, and then the week following that, we have Firestorm coming up, which is great. It seems like we're going to be getting Firestorm fairly often, but of course, the new update is coming up for January, and I'll talk about the 3 characters that will be making their way to DC Legends. Next thing I want to criticize, of course, is the PvP. One change that you'll probably notice right off the bat is the bonus rewards if you win 10 fights. That is within your opponents, your battle log. These do not count as wins towards the Dark Knight Batman reward. So just keep that in mind. It kind of rewards you playing the opponents as opposed to the battle log. But you may still want to clear a battle log if you are dropping significantly with your victory points. League rewards, nothing really new here. So again, one of the more noticeable changes as well is now you have to wait an hour and a half for your arena energy, which is fine. It just means you're not logging in quite as often to play arena, but of course, again, the downside to this is you're not getting as many arena credits or arena. I'm stumbling on what these are called, but you guys get it. So you can shop within the arena store. Battle Essence. I apologize. So that's kind of nice, I suppose. I really have no problem with it. Again, some people are going to complain about it. But I don't see too much of a big deal there. You still have the same characters available within the store for farming, that is. No real complaint there. Moving on to the characters themselves. Now they have actually added new character stances, which I find absolutely hilarious. The first character we're going to look at is Green Arrow. I think this is a hilarious stance. I don't know what they were going for here, but I think they missed it. Hysterical, to say the least. Other character stances that I want to point out that were absolutely hilarious to me is Doomsday. He just looks like he's a linebacker. He's about to charge at you. Supposedly fitting, I guess, but would have decided for a better stance, in my opinion. Moving on towards Swamp Thing. He just looks like, look at my voluptuous hair. Just look at me. And then he just goes on to look at his arm. which is rather odd. It honestly looks like he's modeling in his pose right there. Honestly, this is just for fun. I'm just critiquing their look because this is do not take this serious at all. But here you have Harley Quinn. I think this is very fitting. Just yep. Hello, Mr. J. This looks kind of cool. And of course, you have to make Zatanna look far more ladylike than one already understands. I suppose that's fine. But yeah, the character stances for the most part they've hit the nail on the head. Again, the Flash is I suppose that's the Flash right there. He's tapping his foot there, kind of cool. But not much to say about the characters overall. They have fixed a lot of the bugs in terms of the hero leaderships and certain features of the game working properly in terms of their attacks, characters counterattacking and assists working properly. So they have fixed a lot of bugs within the game. They're going to release the full patch notes, I suppose, later on. They haven't officially released them. At least I'm not aware of them releasing the patch notes. So overall, guys, this has been an interesting update. Again, I think this is far more positive than negative. There's not much to complain about. Again, if I had one complaint, it's definitely the time events. Everything else I do think is for the better overall. Really, I do like the sales that are going on. Again, I haven't spent my precious gold essence there, gold gems, essence gems. So yeah, I think this is a good update. We're definitely going in the right direction. But before I end the video, I do want to talk about the 3 characters that are coming out and how I see them fitting in within the game and how they're going to release the characters. So we have Jessica Cruz and 2 other Green Lanterns that I'm not as familiar with as I should be, unfortunately. But I assume because of the popularity of Jessica Cruz, they're going to make Jessica Cruz a PvP reward, which is totally fine. I think that's the most likely scenario. And then you're going to have the other 2 characters interchanging weeks through the Hero Challenge, and I think that's the way the month of January is going to go. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below of update 1.9, and I will see you guys soon. Cheers.